Fuck.
Hey! They took Chana to the fire pits.
Fuck me.
Stop causing me trouble, do you? Get the others out of here! Now!
Outrider, we made it back to the convoy. We're waiting for you.
So wow, this game just got so much easier. I was right before that when you reach this point in this game just throws titanium at you. It's insane. Just so you know, to put this in context for all you noobs out there, when I played this game, on all 4 classes, by the way, long before World Slayer, got them all up to max before World Slayer, including Yes the Trickster, who was the hardest, but I figured it out. But back then, the resource grind was way worse, especially in the beginning, and I was still using, at least when I did my next playthrough, I was still using blue gear for the most part on all of my gear. Because other than one, like I said before, like I had enough, but now I learned it's not true anymore. I thought I would only be getting enough titanium to justify leveling up 1 epic gear piece, while I'm forced to use blue gear on everything and still not even get enough resources to keep all blue gear up to max level, so still swapping gear right now.
Survive anything.
I was wrong.
My mom always told me he was the only outrider I knew.
Not only that, I've gotten some good rolls, and now I'm just keeping it all level up. Like now, I've actually reached the point where now I'm keeping all of my gear. After this video, I think I realized I'm just going to keep it all at max level now. I can do that. I can get to max level and then get another bonus to my health and anomaly power that was missing too in this fight, I think too. I'm like, oh man.
I always thought
Made the game so much easier. By the way, screw Shauna, and I hate the fact that Yaagak, I hate Yaagak so much. He's such a stupid, boring boss, but also he kills the most interesting character in this game.
Guess he finally gave a shit about
I know I'm talking over the dialogue right now, but who cares about this dialogue? It's like Jakob's dead, and Bailey in her stupid wheelchair, and I'm like, I don't know why Bailey's not dead. They killed Yaagak and then Shiro, who were the only 2 characters that had any sort of backstory and any sort of interest to me, especially Yaagak, and then they just killed. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, Shiro dies. But in World Slayer. Oh, that's a big spoiler I just said there, but honestly, I think most of the people watching have already played it, but if you haven't, I mean, the story is just kind of like, it has its ups and downs. There's good parts of the story, but there's so many missed opportunities, and they just overloaded too much in it. Like, in my opinion, the main campaign of the game should have just been about Seth and Moloch. And then I'm a fan of maybe putting the signal stuff in the game still and the alien stuff, but leave that for the expeditions. Leave that for the first end game that they did. And in my view, Eye of the Storm and that stuff, it actually should have been the Wanderer. I'm going to show the other videos of the next 2 side quests with the Wanderer, because he was also another character I thought had so much potential and was so interesting and fascinating. Like, he's the first altered. That's not really a spoiler, because he said it in the first time you meet him, he says he's altered, so you definitely know he's altered before. Well, actually, no, never mind, that was a spoiler. But yeah, in my view, I always feel like Eye of the Storm should have actually been the Wanderer, like doing some crazy stuff. He's just becoming more insane, and then he, out of some self-loathing part of himself, winds up becoming the actual villain. When you think he's a decent guy, and then he's a much harder boss. He's an in-game boss than Moloch. And Ereshkigal, I actually thought could have been a very good. I would have kept her as the main villain in World Slayer. I just would have developed her, and they did no development of her at all. And the Arbiters, oh, screw the Arbiters. They're just big. They got nothing. They're stupid fights, and they're stupid characters. They're not even really characters. Anyway, my plan is I'm actually going to be playing through everything. Like, when I beat the campaign, you're going to see this character go through every single expedition. Then I'm going to go through the World Slayer campaign, and then I'm going to go through all the trial missions and actually do every single thing related to fights and story-wise in this game on this dude. And then he's just going to sit. I don't actually want to get him to like level 75 or tier 40. I'm probably going to keep him somewhere in the middle, like 55-ish, so that he can kind of be that dude who just helps lower level, or not really helps, because I can use my max level, but just plays with the lower levels that don't want a max level dude, because honestly there's a lot of those. So I kind of like the idea of having a lower level dude I just keep at a lower tier and gear level, with like epic gear build, a different build that's meant for the lower levels that I just keep there and just kind of help with people. I don't know. That's, I'm an Inga. I've done everything in this game, so that's, what else do I have to do? It's taking forever to finish my builds on my other builds.